is mean that just done, or freshly done, or newly done. It has a quite similar meaning, but many meaning, right? But the truth of the meaning is just similar. So when you use the grammar of tate, you can use with the verb only. But when you use with the verb, you should change the verb to be the stem form. The stem form is mean that you should change to be the mass form, but you should cut out the mass. And after you cut out the mass out of the verb, that you can follow by tate. For example, ikitate, right? Or tabetate, right? For example, you can change iku is mean go. So you can change to be the mass, so you can change ikimasu. But after that, you cut out the mass, just left only ikitate, something like this. So if you don't know how to change to the B mass form, you should learn from another video clip, right? And you can know how to use this grammar. So to make more understand and how to use this grammar, the next we are going to see some sample together. The first example, 焼きたてのパンは美味しいよ。ちょっと食べてみる？焼きたてのパンは美味しいよ。ちょっと食べてみる？ Which means that freshly baked bread is delicious. Do you want to try some? Freshly baked bread is delicious. Do you want to try some? In this sentence, we'll see that they will use the verb yaku, right, with the grammar of tate. Yaku, when you change to be the mass one, you can say yakimasu. Yakimasu, right? So, but we cut out the mass, so just left only yaki, right? So after that, you follow by tate, so we can say yaki tate no pan wa oishii yo, right? Yaki tate no pan, which means the freshly baked bread, right? The fresh baked bread does mean just from it's still warm, right? It's still really warm and it just finish up, right? So it's delicious. So you can say in Japanese, 焼きたてのパンは美味しいよ。ちょっと食べてみる? Right? So you can say, freshly baked bread is delicious. Do you want to try some? Right? Let's see the next example. スーパーは取りたての新鮮な野菜を売ってる。スーパーは取りたての新鮮な野菜を売ってる。Which means the supermarket sells freshly picked vegetables. The supermarket sells freshly picked vegetables. In this sentence, they use the verb toru, right? Toru is mean take from something, right? So when you change the verb toru to be the mass form, you can say torimasu. Torimasu, which means take. So when we cut out the mass, we just left only tori, right? Tori. And we follow by the grammar of tate, so we can say tori tate, right? Tori tate. Tori tate no shinsen na yasai. This means tori tate no shinsen na yasai means freshly picked vegetables, right? That means you just take the vegetables from the garden, and it's the fresh, right? Fresh vegetable from the garden, and you just take that to the and you put to the supermarket, right? So it's still really new and it's still really fresh, right? So in the case like this, you can say toritate no shinsen na yasai, right? When you use the tate, it means that you can eat something that just from the new. It's really new one. It just from the product is just mean you just produce from the company, right? It's really new. Is for vegetable, it means that you just take from the garden soonly or not so long, right? Just take from the garden not so long. So you can say toritate no shinsen na yasai, right? The next example. やっぱり料理は出来たてが美味しいよね。やっぱり料理は出来たてが美味しいね。Which means, as expected, freshly cooked food is delicious. As expected, freshly cooked food is delicious. In this sentence, you see that they use the verb dekiru, right? Dekiru. So when we change the verb dekiru to be the mass form, you can change to be like dekimasu. But when we cut out the mass, so just like only deki, and after that we follow by tate, so you can say deki tate, right? Deki tate, this means you just deki tate. This means you just make it finish up, right? In this case, that means from the food, right? That means the food that you just finished for cooking is delicious, right? Because it's fresh, right? But if you cook and it take time about 2 hours or 3 hours, it's really cool. So the food is not so fresh and it's so not delicious as just the new one, right? So in this case, you can say dekita tate. This means the food that you just finish up about 1 or 2 minutes and you eat that soon, right after you finish. So in the case like this, you can say in this sentence, like in this sentence, they say, やっぱり料理はできたてが美味しいね. Which means fresh food, cooked food is delicious. Something like this. An example. 母の作りたてのご飯はいい匂いがする。母の作りたてのご飯はいい匂いがする。Which means that my mother's freshly made dinner smells really good. My mother's freshly made dinner smells really good. In this sentence, you can say they use the verb 作る. 作る is mean produce or make something, right? So when you change to be the mass form, you can change 作ります, right? 作ります. So we cut out the mass, we just let only 作り. And after that, we follow by tate. So we can say 作りたて, right? And this sentence they say 作りたてのご飯. ご飯 is mean dinner, right? It mean the rice, right? So haha no tsukuritate no gohan is this mean that the food that your mother or my mother, right, or my mom or your mom just cook finish soonly, right? Just cook finish about 2 or 3 minutes, right? I nio I gasuru, this mean smells really good, right? The smell is good. The smell is really good, feeling you will be feeling hungry, right? When you see the food and just smell something like this. So in this sentence that mean haha no tsukuri tate no gohan is mean my mother's freshly made dinner smells. Smell is mean nioi, right? Nioi, or you can say nioi. You say fast, you can say nioi, something like this. Nio, yes. Nio gasru, which means good smells or really good smells. So in this sentence, you can say, haha no tsukuritate no gohan wa ii nioi ga suru, which means my mother's freshly made dinner smells really good. So when you use the tate, you can use with the verb only, but in the case you use with the verb, that means the thing that just make up from or just completely or just finish up soon, right? For example, food or some example vegetable, something like this. Or this new product is mean, for example, bread, something like this. So you can use tate to help explain that this thing just make finish up about 2 or 3 minutes, right? Or this good really fresh, this food is really good, really fresh, just make and it's still warm, something like this. Thank you very much for watching my video clip, and please help me subscribe my channel if you haven't. I hope to see you about learning Japanese in the next time. ありがとうございました。